I was telling my mom about you seniors. For real. I was telling her about you. She's a devout Christian, you know? You can only try to like make them understand by playing devil's advocate, right? You got to reverse psychology, the whole thing. So I'm like, yeah, you know, they're teaching crazy shit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if they're older than you, if they're your elders, you know, like your parents and stuff, you only need to show them that you're righteous. You know what I mean? And now, what would be?
So it wouldn't be devil's
let's
advocate,
look at the way.
advocate.
Look at the way elders look at their religion and stuff, especially like one's parents and things like that. If you could show and prove to them that you are infallible in righteous principles, meaning that you have uncorruptible righteous principles, and they continue to lead and push you toward new work and new builds for your prosperity and for their prosperity, then you've already shown and proven that you're God. And trust me, they won't tell you that you're not God. They'll let you have your own delusion. Right? They'll let you have it. And a lot of things that you said that they thought that you were wrong about, they'll say that you've had some merit with them. But you have to show and prove. You have to show and prove that you're a builder. You build things, people you can't really say anything. You know? And I'm saying that because it happened with my parents. It happened, you know, with elders, you know, right? That were 85 that were close to me and stuff, right? They don't have to believe it though, but damn, they should. They're like, man, he's being what he said he was, right? So.
Bro, you as legit as it gets, bro. I've been following you since like 2 years, I believe now, bro.
Well, let me tell you the major thing to learn in this classroom, right? Whether you're in this classroom or building outside of the classroom, this whole class was designed with the goal, the mission, right? Because most people's curriculums don't have a mission statement. The mission statement was here for you to realize what you can do, what you will do as a creator. What are your creative gifts? What are your abilities? What are your talents? These are things that are not developed, and a lot of people need extra schooling. Because if you're in here in this classroom, it means that the schooling that you got wasn't enough. Just like when I went to college, it wasn't enough.
I went to a class this week. Not to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, it's peace.
Bro. Peace, God. I went to a mosque this week, bro. I took my shahada. I went to a Catholic church. I'm trying to get baptized, and I'm looking towards going to like a synagogue. I took some magic mushrooms, and I'm just really like taking a theological approach on.
Well, listen. Let me fast forward for you, okay? To see how I'm looking at you, right?
I'm being weird.
All right.
I am being weird,
there's many people that have done what you've done. Maybe not all on the same day, like you're doing, but
show you a picture I was wearing the
nah, it's fine. It's fine. You can show me later. But what I'm saying is this: a lot of people come here as one of the either the last resort or one of those options to find their spirituality. Okay. What I could offer you is this: is that if someone looked at my life and said, let me try to guess Sunya's religion, all that they would guess was that he has an obsession toward the work of being greater and creating things. That's all they could find though, if they were looking outside in and didn't hear any of my philosophies, right? So what makes you someone that will really excel here though, is that you don't believe things. You look toward yourself to identify what it is that you are living with, that you're believing. Because, you know, we could say we don't believe things, right? But then when we go somewhere, we kind of believe things. We don't know, right? And there are things that we don't know, right? So, for example, if we get on a plane, we don't know how to fly the plane, right? So on some certain level, we're leading belief here where I believe we could chalk it up to we're letting the pilot do what he does, right? But did we actually take the time every time to verify the particular pilot? Like when you take a flight, you go, yeah, no, it's it's John Wilcox. Yeah, he's a great pilot though. He's running a lot of missions. You know, I've been on flights. I don't know who the guy that's flying the plane. You know what I mean? I don't know his expertise and stuff like that. You know, like I don't know what he ate in the morning. You know, if he just drank Red Bulls or he had coffee. I don't know what he did.
So
right?
There's some level of belief there.
Right. There's some level of belief there. Things that you don't know and things that you're allowed to be assumed. Just like when we go on a train. We may look at everyone, but we may not have the knowledge to get to gainfully deduct what every person is. Just like you know, like when you watch Sherlock Holmes. I don't know if you ever watched those Sherlock Holmes, like Sherlock Holmes,
I read the
BBC.
books actually.
Well, the books and stuff, right? The thing about his character I always like the character, and I watch a lot of programs of Sherlock because I saw the BBC one, I saw the other one, right? Because he just does the knowledge to what people look like, and he basically analyzes their whole life. It's extreme sometimes, but it's like us, extremely doing the knowledge. We may not be able to do the knowledge to everybody, but we decide to go in the train car, let it close us with all these other people there. Right? And we say, listen, I'll be safe enough. People will be respectable enough, right? So there's always beliefs that mount up. It's how we identify the most important ones that we're relying on and try to eliminate them. That's why I call it bathing yourself with belief. You find those beliefs that are most important. The first one to find out always for a new student is yourself. Right? One of them is, well, what am I eating? Because most of the time we eat things and we don't really identify them. Right? We just look at the cover of the bag, the cover of the box. You know what I mean? Somebody says that they gave you this food, but sometimes let's say you buy something from a restaurant, but you may not even know what oil they used to cook it. Right? So, like, all of these things, you're dealing with beliefs. So let's say, like, the first thing you could do is, I'm going to try to eliminate at least 90% of the belief that I have with whatever I'm eating. Make sure everything doesn't have pork. Make sure I know what's in it. So like if it has things that aren't good for you, like sugar or a lot of salt, I'm gonna make sure I know, even if I eat it and I mess up and I want to eat it, that I know how much salt it has. What's a lot? How to read the RDA. You know what the RDA allowances mean? When you read it, like it says 50% vitamin C and stuff. They decided how much vitamin C you should have, and then they said this product here has 50% of what we said it should have. But then, how does he know how much I need? Right? So you know that the vitamin C, 100% vitamin C, when it says that, that's 90 milligrams. That's not enough. That'll keep you from getting scurvy and hives. But it's not enough to, give you real health, right? The antioxidant that vitamin C is, it's a water soluble, so when you take vitamin C, it collects oxidants, right, pollutants, and exiles them. But it also runs out. When it's sunny outside, if you sweat, vitamin C runs out. So it's something you take little by day. Just as an example, right? You would know your B complex is fat soluble, so you take it once a day, and then it works the whole day, right? It's much slower to leave the body, right? So knowing these things, now you can take your food to another level. You start looking, what's in here? What's there? How much is in here? You know what I mean? What's the sodium in this? Well, where did it come from, right? What's a good salt? What's a bad salt, right? Doing the knowledge and taking away the mystery, the belief in everything you eat. Now you can figure out, when I try to read, I keep falling asleep. Then now you realize, wait a minute, maybe it's because I have that big spaghetti meal. And that spaghetti's made with wheat semolina. And that could get, when you eat a lot of that though, there's a lot of gluten. And that gets you tired. It's hard to digest, so it's slow to digest and you get sleepy.
Thank God. Can I just interrupt you real quick?
Good.
God is great. Right? You see how he's building and he got all that. And a lot of it, you may not catch me after rewind and tape to, but his greatness is an example of what you can do. Right, what I can be, and that takes a level of studying. It takes a level of dedication to the knowledge of self to achieve that level. So that's just an example. 'Cause I know he's building on these sciences, and a lot of it is like it's high science, right? It's like you're like, wow, like he's talking about like the RDA and the science of these different mills and that takes a level of dedication to study. Like you taking notes, I'm taking notes too. Yeah. Right? I'm taking notes and I'm recording and like this is like my book of life. So I come here and I tap in with God because his greatness is an example of what I can do with myself, right? And my greatness is so we come together to build, to add on so that when you come along, like you 24, right? My son just turned 25, so it's like, yeah.
Son, you got Bro, you're 25. What are you talking about? What?
Well, nah.
What is wrong with this kid?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for real. Like,
Hey, you my age, bro.
my son-
Stop playing with me, bro.
my son, he just turned so you know, but
Talking about, you can be my daddy, bro.
I pass it down to him, and
Hell no.
what is most like this knowledge is for us to pass along, right? So as we build it up and get great, as the way God is explaining, is to be passed along, to be given. So you know, you come in here, it's actually for you. It's for you. It's you know, it's yours for you to come get, right? So you know, I just wanted to add on with that. You know.
Yeah, I apologize, dog.
Please.
I apologize, bro. Like,
That's peace, God.
You must do your own research, as I did.
If Mecca did this.